E pessoal, bora lá então continuar aqui em Hogwarts Legacy. E no mundo mágico do Harry Potter. Um chazinho. Desta a chave, não? Vou comer mais uma maçã.
Revelio.
Que dá para fazer qualquer coisa aqui. Interessante como eles basicamente colocaram todos os jogos, ou quase todos os jogos têm esta mecânica de nós vermos objetivos e vermos coisas que podemos explorar no mundo, nos ambientes. Interessante que eles usaram um feitiço para nós sabermos que podemos explorar, ver certas coisas. Baú da casa. Pega automática, ele nem sequer pega naquilo. É magia.
Revelio. I suppose some introductions are in order.
Presente-se a Adelaide, Arthur e Lenora. Como é que é, velhote? Está tudo bem?
Thank you for not biting me.
Eita, um fantasma.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
Tenho muita coisa para recuperar. Não me preocupe. Não me preocupe.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably as a whole.
Sim, gosto do jogo, sim. Pelo menos deste início estou a gostar.
I'm hardworking too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Você acha que devia ser da Corvinal?
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
Ok.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Cada casa tem as suas personagens, sim, sim, claro. Senão o gameplay ia ser todo igual, todo parecido, não era?
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think.
O jogo, mano, também vou jogar. Estamos juntos, mano.
Unfortunately, my mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Este tipo tem voz de idoso, sei lá. Pena, acho criaturas mágicas incríveis. Acho que concordo com a sua mãe. Não, acho criaturas mágicas incríveis.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Já teve animal de
Have
estimação?
you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Boa sorte.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Aqui um globo mais pequeno. Eu ia dizer, ele podia interagir mesmo com o globo, não é? Parece que ele não está a fazer nada. Ou está a usar a varinha, será?
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumours. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Sim.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Se tu está
Are
bem?
you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Ok.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the
Encontro-se com a professora Weasley do lado de fora da sala comunal. Bem, a ambientação do jogo está fenomenal. O gráfico está muito bonito. Gostei das primeiras versões. Para já que tivemos com o jogo.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay, os personagens estão muito bonitos, muito bem feitos, expressões faciais e etc. Mas como é que eu dizer isto? Enfim, quando eles estão a falar, o movimento da boca e etc. Como vocês podem ver, por vezes está atrasado, às vezes está adiantado, outras vezes parece que não bate bem. Isso está um pouco, digamos que mal feito. Mal feito, menos bom.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Revelio.
Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Livro de receitas de elfo doméstico. Dizem que este livro contém algumas das receitas originais de Helga Puff. É uma coletânea das receitas favoritas dos alunos de Hogwarts ao longo dos séculos. Alguns pratos, como ameixas dirigíveis em conserva, provavelmente são para aqueles de paladar mais refinado. Você acabou de desbloquear um desafio no guia de campo. O seu progresso nos desafios aparece aqui. Desafios do guia de campo são a única maneira de obter pontos de experiência. Este é o seu nível de magia. Experiência obtida de desafios aumenta o seu nível e poder. O seu guia de campo monitora o seu processo atual no desafio. Selecione o menu de desafios para continuar. Ao coletar a sua primeira página do guia de campo, você desbloqueou uma nova categoria de desafios. Novos desafios que você desbloquear durante sua aventura aparecerão aqui. Tá. Cada desafio tem níveis. Recompensas especiais são liberadas a cada nível que você completar, desde aparências e melhorias essenciais. As recompensas devem ser coletadas no menu de desafios. Acesse o menu com frequência para coletar recompensas que você desbloqueou.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Pular?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Hogwarts é dividido em duas áreas principais. O lado esquerdo do mapa é onde os alunos e professores moram, e inclui as salas comunais das casas e o salão principal. Selecione a região do salão principal para continuar. Nesta tela você pode ver as chamas de flue disponíveis na região. Chamas de flue verdes representam as chamas que você descobriu, incluindo a sua sala comunal. Chamas de flue cinzas revelam o local de chamas não descobertas. Tá. No lado direito do mapa ficam pontos de interesse académico, incluindo a torre de astronomia, a biblioteca e as estufas. Selecione a região no anexo da biblioteca, para continuar. A professora Wesley desbloqueou as chamas de flue do salão central para você. Rote pelo mapa e faça uma viagem rápida até às chamas de flue do salão central com quadrado. Tá. Então aquilo é basicamente um ponto de viagem rápida.
Here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Ok.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Do you find it hard?
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Pode-me contar mais sobre as aulas de feitiço, o que é defesa contra as artes das trevas, o que é Hogsmeade.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
O que é defesa contra as artes das trevas?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
O que é Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Ok.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Por vezes parece que dá assim um bug no som. Não sei o que é que se está a passar, mas por vezes parece que está assim um bugzinho no som. E tal como eu já havia mencionado, já havia referido, vocês repararam bem, a sincronia labial, era essa palavra, esse termo, essa expressão que eu queria usar há pouco, a sincronia labial dos personagens, pelo menos com o áudio original, parece que não está assim a bater muito certo, não está assim a bater muito bem, por vezes. Mais uma mera busca por objetos e uma viagem até ao castelo. Enfim.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Sério, a sincronia não está assim das melhores coisas, mas pronto.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Espero não ter falado demais.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Você pode acompanhar as missões disponíveis no seu mapa. Isto representa as missões principais. Concluir as missões principais avança a história, desbloqueia novos recursos e concede XP. Tá. Algumas missões são bloqueadas por requisitos de feitiço ou nível. Nesses casos você precisa ter o nível e o teu feitiço necessário para ativar a missão. Novos feitiços podem ser obtidos completando as tarefas dos professores ou como recompensa por completar missões. Rastreie qualquer missão disponível com X para continuar. Aula de defesa contra as artes das trevas. Aulas de feitiço. Vamos primeiro já aqui às aulas de feitiço. Deve ser mais leve. Depois vamos às aulas às outras.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ok. Vá para as aulas de feitiços. Ok, bússola. Interessante. Basicamente para nos explicar, obviamente, onde é a missão. Muito bom.
What am I missing?
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Existem outros quadros como esse por aqui?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Tá. Ela disse que o Lumos parece...
Spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Era perto de uma escadaria. Portanto... deixa-me ver. Para lá, encontro o local mostrado na pintura. É para o outro lado. Isto marca no mapa, ok.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio! Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
É brutal.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Tá. Compensas não... Tá, onde é que isso era? Era nos desafios. Missões, guia de campo. Colete 2 páginas do guia de campo em Hogwarts. Recompensa de aparência de equipamento. Óculos de gala de Hogwarts. Tá. E aqui, colete 8 páginas do guia de campo em Hogwarts. Tá. É basicamente cosméticos. Interessante.
Revelio.
Ah, sim, temos que falar com ela. Bom, o jogo está muito interessante, eu estou a gostar bastante.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Eu segui as pistas.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Boa! Subimos de nível.
Revelio.
Já vi aqui no salão principal se há aqui alguma coisa interessante. Oh. Ponto do salão central. Uma fonte ornada com estátuas intricamente entalhadas de habitantes do mundo bruxo, incluindo um conjunto de sereias de pedra que rodeiam a base. Ok. Olha, pera.
Revelio. Lumos.
Será que não temos o feitiço necessário para isto? Não sei.
Revelio.
Vou apanhar esta página ou ela vai ficar aqui e voar?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
But surely those were curdle.
Isto está muito top, a sério. Está muito bem feito. Vê-se que eles fizeram o jogo com muito carinho. Não apanha aquela coisa.
Lumos.
Será que isto te atrai? Onde é que foi? Onde é que foi a página? Está ali. Como é que eu a apanho? Será que é...
Revelio.
Ah! Ok. Estátua de Gregório Lambotas. Esta estátua com um sorriso insinuante retrata o bruxo medieval Gregório Lambotas, famoso por inventar a unção untuosa. Uma poção que faz com que o bebedor acredite que quem lhe deu a poção é o seu melhor amigo. Tá. Oh. Ei! Espera, havia qualquer coisa aqui. Não. Essa página continua aqui. Por quê?
Revelio.
Puxou a perna. Não abre. Porquê é que não abre? Ah, pera. Ah, isto é um puzzle. Pera, deixa-me ver. Deixa-me ver. Página aqui passar. Ora, lá em cima é que é uma pena ou é um... Deixa-me ver. É uma pena, um rato? Parece um rato, ou sei lá. É este símbolo aqui. Isto tem de ter um sentido, não é? Isto tem de ter um sentido qualquer. Um, 11, 21. Tem de ser, ora 21, 11. Faço ideia. Vou experimentar tudo. Não vai dar. Não, isto alguma coisa tem de haver aqui.
Revelio.
Vamos deixar isto para mais tarde. Eu sinceramente não sei o que é que temos de fazer ali. Como é que era para nós? Não estamos... temos de selecionar a missão. Missões. Esqueci-me. Aula de feitiços.
Revelio.
Como é óbvio, apetece-me explorar esta coisa toda, não é?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Acredito. Ai, muito bom, a sério. Está muito, muito interessante. O que se está a passar para aqui?
Revelio.
Parece-me, tipo, andar a investigar todos os cantos deste cenário, meu. Todos. Sério mesmo.
Revelio.
Oh.
Lumos.
Parece ser lá embaixo, será que é? Onde é que estará aquela coisa? Vamos ver se isto está aqui nas missões secundárias. Nenhuma missão secundária disponível.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Não sei onde é que será aquela coisa. Parecia-me mais uma vez, num canto qualquer. Mas onde? Mais para baixo ainda? Vou só dar uma espreita dela aqui embaixo.
Smuggling spiders into school? I jolly well hope it was
Lumos.
months of detentions you earned yourself. Do yourself a favor and get a real pet, a cat or a toad or just something normal, for Merlin's sake.
Oh, my exams. Not a one of them deserves more than a tea.
What?
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Uma gárgula. Ah, eu ouvi uma coisa. Eu ouvi algo. Onde é que está a borboleta? Será que ela está por aí?
Good question now, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die. Might as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
Oh, gárgula, cala-te lá, mano.
Revelio.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Enfim. Mais tarde.
Revelio.
Mais tarde tentamos achar aquele segredo daquele quadro. Vamos então à missão principal. Ah. Sério. Olha. Esqueleto de aguceiro. Agoreiro. Este é um esqueleto de uma fênix irlandesa ou agoreiro. Uma ave muito tímida, prevê a chegada da chuva e cujo canto costuma significar um presságio de morte. Tá.
Revelio.
E não era bem isto que eu queria. Queria ver se por acaso estava para aqui uma borboleta. Mais acima ainda. Olha, vai.
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to go back to the lesson.
My family has a gobstone.
Por lá a aula.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. sério? Realmente.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okay.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio, relinquish your charm. Splendid! Now, think of... That's it! Stay focused. Excellent. Good. Not to worry. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go!
Ah, ok, ok.
Accio!
Don't lose your composure.
Watch this.
Para ela é tranquilo.
That is how it's done.
Splendid!
Let us see this.
Faz tudo de 50. Vai lá, vai.
Accio!
Keep trying.
Muita força. Perdemos. Perdemos.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Eita, o que é que se está a passar?
Here we go!
There we go.
Accio!
You are not
pouquinho mais.
easy for me, are you?
Oh, maluca. Pouca força.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Já estamos. Não foi mal, podíamos ter ganho. Podíamos, mas enfim.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Não foi mal, de tudo.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tie game! It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me
Não me parece.
to become proficient with Accio.
Tu és melhor.
For me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Fico feliz que entenda.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on you.
Não é isto que eu queria. O que é que eu queria fazer? Não, era mesmo vir aqui. Mas era... configurações? Sim, era para dar aqui um savezinho manual que eu gosto sempre de dar. Não é possível no momento. Sério? Não é possível. Tá. Enfim. Ok. Bom, para o pessoal que vai ver no canal de gameplays, amigos, terminei então aqui a segunda parte de Hogwarts Legacy para vocês. Espero que tenham gostado. Deixem o vosso likezinho, fiquem bem. E até à próxima.